Hello friends. So today I will talk about very interesting topic which is GraphQL, and you will get to learn like why it is very useful and all, why we need to use this GraphQL, how it is different from REST APIs. So yeah, let's see how it will work. So let me run the project first. Like, why we are using this GraphQL. So before that, let me run the server first. Hmm. So I prepare a small demo so that you will get a more understanding and you can implement your scenarios. So, so yeah, just recently I published a post also regarding GraphQL. So this GraphQL is a query language for APIs and runtime for executing queries against your data. So before go to those, let's see some practical knowledge first. Uh, so this is a GraphQL server. Yeah, here what we are doing, so whatever we like here now we limit the response, like whatever the need, whatever the required data you need, so it will return that data. Like in the postman, like you hit the API and you get the response and you will get all the proper response, but here like whatever the response you need specifically, it will return that. So what it basically, so if you see here, what are the features of this GraphQL: flexible querying, single endpoint, and a strong types schema. So here we define the schema, and it will, and we will define queries like what we need. Yeah, and you can do all operations here: get, put, update, delete, all the operations you can perform with this. And suppose here I will show you. So here, like if you want to need the data of this particular ID, so here you can use that here and you just pass that. It will return that data, name and email. And means for like updating those values, it called mod mutations here. And for fetching the data we have queries, and subscription is a different thing, like if you're using web sockets and all. So in that case we generally use it. And to use this GraphQL we need Apollo server also. It is a open source GraphQL server that helps build and implement GraphQL APIs quickly and efficiently. It integrates easily with different environments and has built-in support for tools. So yeah, means it is very easy setup. Like you just need to install this npm package, and with that you can start with this easy setup, schema definition, resolver. So in the resolver we write our actual code like this mutations and all the queries and all. And so yeah, so now I will give you example what. So here, like you need to install these packages: Apollo server, Express, GraphQL. So it is needed if you want to create this GraphQL. And yeah, I will show you how you can set up this Apollo server and how you can query the GraphQL data and all, and how it is different from the REST APIs. And if you see here, single endpoint, GraphQL is a single endpoint, whereas REST is a multiple endpoint. So here, if you see here, we have single endpoint that I opened 9001 port, not 1001 port. And in the APIs, we have multiple endpoints. And with the flex, it also has flexibility. With the rest, the response structure is fixed, and you might get too little data. With GraphQL, you get exactly what you ask in the query. And overfetching versus underfetching. So GraphQL minimizes both overfetching and underfetching of data by allowing client to specify what data is needed. And yeah, means if we talk about complexity, GraphQL may be have a steeper learning curve than REST, but it can be more powerful complex APIs. And GraphQL provides more flexible, efficient, interactive way. And Apollo server is popular GraphQL server that simplifies building, managing this thing. So yeah, here I will, let me give you a quick demo. So here I will show you like how it is, but how you can develop this thing. So here I will talk about that. So, firstly, what you need, like, let me take a big simple example. So, what you need to do here, you just need to define few things here, and then you are ready to go. And I will show you proper application also how it will work. So firstly, what you need to do, firstly you need to define a schema, like what you need. So let me add it here also. Type definition. So type definition and resolvers and JSON data. So here we pass a dummy data so that you will get no understand matter what we are trying. So here this is a JSON data, and yeah, means the Apollo server. In this we basically pass all this whatever things we are defining, and yeah, this is our express server. Then yeah, we are starting the server. Like this is these are the if you see here the type Apollo server. So yeah, you need to start and apply middleware like this app so that you will get to learn about more on this. So express server we need for it. So how it is working? So firstly, what we are doing, firstly in the, so here we use this. So this GQL is coming from the Apollo Server Express. So here we are using Apollo Server, and in this Apollo Server we are defining our GraphQL queries. So if you see here, we define the type firstly. So in the type we define the title author, like we are working with this data. So we define that type, and then what we do, we define the query after it, like with the books what it will return, and if you want to pass need a specific book, then how what it will return. So we will define this thing, and in terms of mutation, like you can add the book also with this data. So here I defined the dummy data, so title author, so it will return that. So let me run that server rather than that, okay, so that you will get basic idea first, then we will move it to the advanced level at the API, how you can work with. Let me open that server. uh, so this is not its area, that is why it is giving us error. So yeah, we will run this query later. So you got the books, so now we have the resolver. So in the resolver we write our actual code, like what this book will return, how this book will work. Like if the title is same, and then we will return that book, and with that book we are just pushing the data, and yeah, it will update that. So now let's see the example, like how you can work with. So let me run this example query. So we have seen that we defined the data. So yeah, now it is returning that sample data that we defined there. So if you see title author, we defined that data here. So it is why it is showing here the title and author. And now we talk about like with the specific title we are looking for, then we can achieve that also. So let me run that also. So here let me define that book. So here we are going to define that book, and if you see, so yeah, here it will give us the specific book that where we need to find out. And yeah, means you can also update the mutation, like with the mutation we can update this. So let me update that also. So we added a new bib also. So with that you can work with it. So it is very simple to use. And like this is Apollo server. In the Apollo server what we have done, we define the so here what it require this config. And so we define that config here. So in the config what it needs a type definition resolver, so we have given that. So the Apollo server construct require two parameter, your schema definition and your set of resolvers. So in the resolver we define the actual code, and yeah. So let's implement this basic. Then we will talk about more on the API part, like how you can work with the API thing and all. So here, if you see, we are running this start server function. So this server with the server. we are starting, and then we are applying the middleware, and we are just passing our app there. What is this app? This is our Express app, and we are running it on that board. Yeah, if you like it, thanks guys for watching, and just to subscribe so that I can get the support to create more videos like that. And okay, yeah, in the new video I will talk about more on this, and we will take it to the advanced level. This GraphQL, this is very important to learn. Yeah, thanks guys for watching.